What's going on, guys? I'm here joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sanjay. So today we're going to be doing what some would call the very best exercise in the whole wide world, the barbell squat. So first things first, we're going to talk about the setup position. There's a high likelihood that if you're going to be doing a barbell squat, you're going to do it from a rack. So you want to make sure the bar is placed in the proper height. And the ideal height is around shoulder level. You don't want to be in a situation where you have to go on your tippy toes to re-rack it, because when the loads get increasingly heavier, that becomes really dangerous because it's really unstable to try to control a heavy weight and try to get on your tippy toes. Or in the position where the height is a little bit low, where you kind of have to crouch down too low, and that's going to put a lot of strain on your back. So we want to kind of avoid that. So just start by placing the bar around shoulder level. Next is we're going to get into the position here. So Sanjay is going to get under the bar. We're going to be doing a high bar squat, which is the barbell is going to be placed on his traps. So the bar is going to rest on those traps, just like where Sanjay is right now. So he's going to create a lot of tension through his upper back area, through his traps area. And he's going to, and once he's in that position, he's going to raise up. And then he's going to take a few steps back. So we want to make sure we don't take too many steps back because, again, as the loads get increasingly heavier, that's very inefficient to try to take too many steps back. That's a lot of wasted energy, and you get further and further away from the rack. That becomes more and more dangerous. So now that we're in this position, notice Sanjay is in a shoulder width stance. Another thing is you want to have as much stability on your in your standing position as possible. So a cue that I like is to have your big toe, your little toe, and your heels all planted into the ground. Think that you're a tree and you're not going to be moved from that position. All right, so now that our stance is nice and good, we're going to talk about breathing. So Sanjay is going to take a deep diaphragmatic breath, big breath through his nose, and then he's going to brace his core. So now he's in this position, we're going to initiate our movement. Our movement is initiated from our hips, so he's going to hinge at his hips. So the way I like to cue this is to imagine that there's a chair behind you that you're sitting into. So Sanjay is going to sit back into this imaginary chair. Excellent. And we're aiming to about parallel, or a little bit below parallel if you're comfortable. Don't go past the level of comfort. And he's going to come back up, and he's going to breathe out on his way up, and come back to that starting position. So we're going to do a few more reps. So deep breath, brace your core, sit back into your imaginary chair. Excellent. Go to parallel and plant your feet into the ground as you come up and stand up nice and tall, back to that tall upright position, just like he was when he was standing. So we'll do one last one. So sitting back, imaginary chair, and hit your depth, plant your feet, push off your feet as much force as you can manage, and back to that tall upright starting position. And we're going to re-rack, just like we did when we unracked. Make sure the bar is nice and stable on the rack before you unload it. And that is how you do a barbell squat.